The verse for today is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 18, which says, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Now, I want us to go back and just put ourselves in the context of where this was written. Now, we have it as a book in our Bibles, but this was actually a letter. So the Apostle Paul wrote this from Corinth in response to a report that he had gotten about the church at Thessalonica, right? And at the end of this letter, he starts making just a summary of all the things he wanted them to do. He said, "Be patient with all. Don't render evil to anyone. Pursue what is good for yourself and for everyone else. Rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in everything. Don't quench the spirit. Don't despise prophecies. Test all things. Hold fast to what is good. Abstain from every form of evil." Now, I want you to think of it. Just put yourself as if it was a parent who was basically writing a love letter or a letter to their child going out to college. And they're saying, "Hey, I know you're going to be struggling, right? And these are some of the things I want you to remember." And at the end of this letter that you give to your college student, or that its parents is giving to the college student, he says, "Hey, here's a summary. These are all the things, like a bullet point. Pay attention to these things." Now, I want us to now go back to that verse 18 where it says, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Now, notice it doesn't say "for everything give thanks." It says "in everything give thanks." Now, what the Apostle Paul was trying to say is that, look, I know you're going to have some hard times. I know that you're going to have some situations that are going to be difficult, but I still want you to find a way in the midst of all of your trials, in the midst of whatever situation or circumstance you're finding yourself in. Find a way in that to give thanks to God. Find a way in that to express gratitude to each other, to other people who are around you. Find a way, regardless of what you're going through, to just find that joy in your situation. Now, I don't know what's going on for you today or what you've been through this week, but I'm saying to you, give thanks. Find something in that circumstance that you can give God thanks for. Yeah, you're sick, but guess what? You're still alive. You may not have enough money, but you know what? As long as you're alive, God is going to be your provider. I want you to just remember that this week.